Let's react to Trucking Unfiltered with FSC's video and obviously Gentry and Sons. Stay tuned. Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another video here at Trucking Life. We're gonna go ahead and react to Trucking Unfiltered's video that he made about FSC and also Gentry and Sons. When it comes to holding the phone while they're rolling, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people in his comment sections and, you know, throughout all the internet when it comes to, you know, trucking stuff that kind of really don't like Trucking Unfiltered, you know, because of the stuff that, you know, he says or whatever, you know. But in this particular video, he kept it just about the trucking, you know, and he's calling out these guys for doing something that you're not supposed to be doing while you're driving, right? You know, like people in his comments, you know, tell him, you know, you're an idiot or you're just a felon or you're jealous or whatever, you know. But in a lot of things, you know, that he calls these people out on, you know, like it's against the law to be driving a commercial vehicle and any vehicle, even if you're driving your car while you're holding your phone. And he's caught them red-handed multiple times. So today, we're actually going to go ahead and react to his video, and we're going to go ahead and show you the differences on how an actual camera setup works when you actually have it mounted on the head versus the way they record with the phone. And you as the viewer can go ahead and actually distinguish the differences between the way they film and the way they're supposed to be filming, you know, filming and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So let's get right to it.
Let's unpack this for a second. First of all, does anybody question on whether this was a camera in this man's hand?
Lucky here, everybody got us a kamikaze. Crap, get over, car, before you get into an accident. Save their lives, my joy, save their lives.
Now, I'm sure some people in the comment section are going to say, he had a head camera mount on. It was mounted on his head. No, probably not. And I'm going to give you my, I'm going to give you some things to look at, okay? First of all, it's shot in vertical format, okay? So 9:16. You see how the black bars are on the side? That tells me he was shooting in 9:16 or vertical mode instead of landscape mode. Now, the reason people shoot up and down like this is for YouTube Shorts and for Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels, okay? Now, shooting up and down like this is not something someone's going to do if they just have a camera mounted on their head. If they have a camera mounted on their head, they're more than likely going to be shooting in landscape mode, okay? So, and look at the camera movements. How the camera moves, you could easily tell someone who's got a head mount on and the way they move their head. It's like a really fast movement and it doesn't linger. Like this camera lingered outside out the left side window, which means if it was a head mounted camera, he wasn't looking out the windshield driving. He wasn't paying attention to where he was going, right? So, I mean, you could argue all you want. I'm not going to sit here and explain anymore. We all know that this guy has a history of recording while he's driving or answering questions on a live stream while he's driving. So anyway, let's get back to what I wanted to say about this. This dude is a complete jackass.
All right, guys, so you guys already saw that clip. If you guys want to watch the full video, I'll go ahead and link it down below. But let's go ahead and prove Tommy's point by actually showing you the differences from recording with your phone being in your hand and with the head mount. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, this is exactly what Tommy's talking about. If you guys notice on your screen how white it is, and look at the movements. Whenever I look over here, the movements are more faster or whatever. You can automatically tell right now that the view is very different wherever I'm looking at. That's pretty much what you guys are able to see, right? This is a head mount right here, guys, not the way they do it with their phone. Now this view right here, guys, should probably seem a lot more similar to you guys.
He had a head camera mount on. It was mounted on his head. He had a head camera mount on. It was mounted on his head.
So if I'm driving down the road this way, right, and I'm holding the camera, if I'm gonna show a different angle over here, right, you can still keep your eyes on the road, right, while you're moving your camera. Like if you're gonna show your stick shift like he's shown it before, Gentry, right? But this is the illegal act right here of driving while holding the phone. You guys can tell how much wider the other position is. So here, if I wanna show left and right, I can literally stay looking forward while I'm moving the phone, but that's just the problem. This is what you cannot do. This is what's illegal to do. All right, guys, so there you guys saw that video. I figured I'd just make a little fun video for you guys right there and show you guys the difference. I mean, most people know the difference or whatever, but you know, if you go and read Tommy's comments, man, some people are just, I don't know, man, it's like they have a blindfold or whatever, and they continue to say, you know, like, well, you know, he's using a camera or whatever, mounted or whatever. Like, for people who do YouTube, such as myself and Tommy, you know, and many other people who are more professionals in cameras or whatever, like, it's kind of really easy to tell, you know, when someone's using a head-mounted camera or whatever, you know. And when it comes to driving a commercial vehicle or any other vehicle, like, you're not supposed to do that or whatever, right? So it's like, why continue to incriminate yourself on, you know, continuing to hold the phone? I mean, think about it, man. I mean, I make content myself as well. And because I actually do depend on my truck to actually feed my family, you know, I don't make anything off YouTube right now. So subscribe, help a brother out, give me a big ass thumbs up on the video and subscribe right now. Click that button right now. But, you know, like, the last thing I want to do is incriminate myself, or, you know, like, it may cost me the contract with the company that I'm leased to or whatever, you know what I mean? But even if you have your own authority, like, you're posting shit online. You know what I'm saying? Like, incriminating stuff online. The moment an accident happens, guys, like, you think that the government is not gonna go through his entire YouTube and see a pattern of, hey, you know, you hold your phone or whatever. Like, he even caught FSC in the same thing, you know. And FSC, I think, I like both guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nothing against them or whatever, you know what I mean? But, like, when Tommy calls them out on stuff that's related to trucking, on something as important like that, where they can physically see that you're holding the phone. Like, come on, guys. Buy some camera equipment, some basic camera equipment, and just, like, get rid of that liability. Film whatever you need to film, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you better than everybody else? And just because you have your own company and your own insurance or whatever, like, you just do what you want? Like, there's people that maybe are aspiring to be a truck driver, even though right now it's kind of shitty, you know what I mean? But it doesn't necessarily mean that more people are not going to come into the industry or whatever, right? And being a big YouTube channel that's about trucking, like, you would figure that you would want to set a good example, you know what I'm saying, on stuff on what not to do. Now, everybody makes mistakes, guys. You know, I make mistakes, Tommy can make mistakes, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, he's called him out multiple times on holding the phone. Not just Tommy, man, but, like, I think Trucking Alert, the Elite Podcast, who else am I missing? Like, several other reaction channels, you know, have called them out. And you just continue to do it. It just goes in one year and goes out the other year, you know. And unfortunately, God forbid, something major happens where an accident happens and somebody gets hurt. I bet you he's going to remember then. But anyhow, guys, that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And for those of you guys that are driving down the road, you guys have a great, you guys stay safe. And for people watching at home, you guys have a great rest of your day. So peace out. Catch you on the next one.
Like, share, and subscribe.